Hello and welcome to the next episode of Motorway. Today we'll be looking at 5 overpriced supercars that just aren't worth it. These are the type of cars that may look good, indeed, but spec-wise, be cheaper options and probably a bit faster. Let's get into it with the first car, the Aston Martin 177. This supercar looks brilliant, but it's lacking something. Other than its ridiculous price of $1.66 million, it lacks classicity. I know I may sound a bit biased on this, but don't get me wrong, its 7.3-liter V12 can achieve 750 horsepower and over a speed of 220 miles an hour. But I wish Aston Martin would put out a one-off car like this by their iconic DB5 instead. Here at the next car we have the Bugatti Veyron, the 16.4. The 16.4 comes from its engine, the 8-liter W16 motor with 4 turbos. Released in 2005 in France, this became the #1 fastest production car in the business with a top speed of 252 miles an hour. That is until the Americans made their SSC Ultimate Aero TT a few years after and achieved a speed of 256 miles an hour. The reason why I mention this is because the Aero didn't need as much room as the Veyron did, and it's double the price of the Aero. At $1.7 million, this just isn't worth it. Now, this car may seem odd, but that is what Pagani is all about when they made their Zondas. This is the Cinque Roadster. Only 5 were built at a whopping $2 million. You could have one fast convertible. Pagani managed to stick a Mercedes AMG V12 in there and made over 669 horsepower with it going 0 to 60 at 3.4 seconds and then continue on to a top speed of 221 miles an hour. Now, you may be wondering why $2 million isn't worth the Zonda. Well, these Cinques are just one-offs of the very famous Zonda R. Personally, I would rather spend a little bit less for a track car that did the Nürburgring in 6 minutes 47 seconds than a convertible. Next is the Ferrari FXX Evolution, priced at $1.8 million. Just 3 of these were made. These were the creme de la creme of track cars, strictly because they were made just for Ferrari. This thing is not street legal, and Ferrari won't even let you have one because they keep it for themselves. Ferrari managed to stick a 6.3-liter V12 inside and produced 860 horsepower with it revving at 9,500 RPM. They said it'll do more than 200 miles an hour, but you won't be able to find out because when buying a special Ferrari, they don't actually give you the car. Last but not least is the W Motors Lykan Hypersport. Now, where do I start? Oh yeah, the $3.4 million price tag. The Lykan had a 3.7-liter twin turbocharged flat 6 producing 770 horsepower. They claim to have a top speed of 239 miles an hour. With it costing double than the Veyron, you're less likely to ever see this car driving around on the motorway simply because the headlights were embedded with jewels and contained more than 420 diamonds. If you were the proud owner of this Lykan, you would only show the car to a select few and then it'd never be seen again, as for fear of someone stealing your precious gems rather than the car itself. Thanks for watching, and let me know how much you would spend on a supercar in the comments down below. Stay tuned for the next episode of Motorway, Best Bank Heist Getaway Cars.